What's up guys, I'm here with another video. Welcome to episode 3 of Let's Build a City. Today we're building a gym. So, yeah. Let's build a city. Today we're building a gym. So, it might be a little bit too loud for this, but hello Moskia, welcome to live stream. Hopefully I said that correctly. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's build a gym.
Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make your very own gym for all of your city building needs. Now, not only have I built the entire outside of the gym for you, but I've designed the inside, and I want to show it off a little bit before we get started, so you kind of have an idea of what's coming up. On the first level of the gym, we have a lobby area. We have changing rooms, showers, a pool, and even a sauna / steam room. I actually don't know the technical term. I don't know what the classifications are between the two, but let's just say it's both. And upstairs is where the actual working out happens. We have a load of treadmills. We have some heavy bags for cardio, weightlifting racks and benches, a few different weight machines, free weights, and so much more. I know that the tutorial hasn't even started yet, ladies and gentlemen, but I would really appreciate it if you could hit that like button. It'd really help me out, and try and watch as much of the video as you possibly can. That really helps a lot as well. But if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, click the little bell, turn on the notifications just in case you do have to stop watching this and you have to come back to it. But without any further ado, let's get started. Here is the amount of space required to make your gym, a 29 by 31 block area, as represented by the white concrete grid on the ground, which I would really recommend you make if you are planning out a city. It will only help you. Here are all of the materials.
Okay, let's grab the materials. So, what we need, light grey concrete, light blue concrete, smooth quartz block, smooth quartz stairs, smooth quartz slabs, glass pane, concrete. We need grey concrete, yellow concrete, and lily of the valley. My sister Snake is trying to escape, but it can't because it is in the cage. I'm just laughing at it. Okay, that's pretty funny. Anyway, grab the materials.
You will need to make your gym. Please do make sure that you have access to all these materials and enough of them as well. We will be cycling through a lot of materials as we progress through the build, but you'll be getting a nice heads up when that happens. So now that we have all of that stuff, we've got a good place to make it. Let's begin. So step 1, come all the way over to the front left hand corner of your grid if you've made it, and count backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Start off by placing a row of 9 light grey concrete extending up from the ground.
So, what number was that again?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Start off by placing a row of 9 light grey concrete extending up from
9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're also going to place a row of light grey concrete behind this, and we're going to extend each row to the right as well. So it's going to make a 2 by 2 pillar. There will be 3 more of these on each corner of the gym. Actually, 1 on each corner of the gym. There won't be 3 of them in each one of the 3 corners of the gym. So we're going to take the back right hand corner of the bottom of the pillar here, and we're going to place a smooth quartz block. Of them in each one of the 3 corners of the gym. So we're going to take the back right hand corner of the bottom of the pillar here, and we're going to place a smooth quartz block. Place 2 glass going right. I'm using paint. Feel free to swap the colour and the kind of glass. 1, 2. We then want to place another smooth quartz, light grey concrete, smooth quartz, 2 glass, smooth quartz, and then a light grey concrete. We're going to extend this light grey concrete upwards by 3, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3. Extend to the right by 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then extend down to the ground. And then we're pretty much going to mirror what we have on the left side. We're going to place a smooth quartz block, 2 glass, quartz, light grey, smooth quartz, 2 glass, smooth quartz, and then 2 light grey concrete. Extend them forwards, and each one of these is going to want to have 8 blocks added on top of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
To make it 9 rows high. This is actually, the gym is going to be half a row higher than this, but that will be its maximum height once we have hit it. So, typically speaking, I would get the groundwork laid out, but I think that I want to make a bit of the structure of the front of the gym because it kind of carries along to the rest of the build. So, first of all, we're going to take every single quartz block and we're going to place 2 more on top of them. So, 1, 2, 1, 2. Every single quartz block, just add 2 more on top. So, these are going to frame the windows. Just like this. So we have added 2 on top of every single one. We want to join the second row of quartz together at the top, so we want to make these little tiny archways just like this. Perfect. If you like, you can even, not only can you fill the light grey concrete in between the windows, but I'd recommend you extend it all the way up until it equals the height of the pillars that we have on the left and right sides, but also then go one step further and extend the light grey 1 row towards you. So this is going to create some separation between the windows, and it's going to create a level of depth, and it will allow us to detail the gym a little bit more. On top of all the windows, we want to add a row of light blue concrete, so this will actually kind of keep things nice, even and level with the actual entrance. So this is the entrance to the gym. I'm going to recommend now that you take the top corners of the gym here and you extend the top 2 corners of the gym forwards by 4 rows, or actually, if you want to extend the entire light grey area here, the light grey concrete area forwards, and then do this, take the top 2 corners, I believe this is right, and extend them forwards by 1, 2, 3, 4, just like this, and then join the light grey concrete to the ground, and 1, 2, 3, 4, like this, and then join the light grey concrete to the ground, just like this. We can fill the top of this in using light grey concrete too. This is basically just a, I don't know what the technical term for these is. It's an entrance, but I always call it like an airlock, like a spaceship or something, because they always have like these automatic doors, and I'm actually going to fill the sides of this in with glass pane, the left and right sides, and we would have some we would have some electric doors. I don't know why I'm blanking, but you know, like supermarkets where the doors open for themselves and stuff like that's what these are, the automatic doors. I'm going to replace underneath the glass with some light grey concrete as well, just like this. I'm also going to add With the back pair of light grey concrete here, I'm going to add a row of smooth quartz block on the left and right sides, and then I'm going to add another row of glass pane, once again kind of like the automatic doors that one would see, well, multitude of places, but you know, supermarkets. I'm going to extend a row of light grey concrete inwards from each of the outer rows of the entrance, and on top of the light grey concrete I'm going to place some glass. If you wanted to, you can. If you wanted to, you could extend this an extra row further if you wanted, but I'm quite happy for it to be a little bit more open like this. Later on, this is actually going to be dug out. I did say later, but I find myself digging it out now. But later on, this is going to be dug out and re-floored, as is the entirety of the gym. As you might imagine, we're not going to be walking around on grass. This isn't some sort of crazy new eco gym. So now that we have done this, we can continue building things a little bit more. Where the entrance begins on the left and right sides here, we also want to have rows of light grey concrete that are equal in height to the pillars that we've built around us. We also want to extend the light concrete one row forwards on the left and right side. We want to fill the back in between the back pair of pillars in using some smooth quartz, just like this. At the bottom, if you leave a gap of one, you want to place two horizontal rows of light blue concrete like this, and then at the top here we're going to have a row of upside down smooth quartz stairs. So you'll see that the sign, that's going to be the sign when we have the light blue concrete, the sign will be equally placed like just right in the middle. So now that we've done that, we're going to take the windows, so like the upper part of the windows, and we're going to place smooth quartz on the left and right sides of each of the window frames. So if you think of in between the light grey pillars as kind of just framework for the windows, then you just want to add smooth quartz on the left and right sides, and then in between that, well, in a second, we also want to fill the top of these in. So we want to fill the tops of the windows. We want to join them together using either light grey concrete or quartz. It actually genuinely doesn't matter, because you're not going to see it from the inside, number one, and number two, you're not going to see it from the outside. The only way that you would see what block is behind this is from above, so it's really not that important. So we're going to place the upside down quartz stairs. You see that that's really nice framing, and then all we do is place some glass pane in between the pairs of smooth quartz. So this is the most complicated side of the gym. How did that even happen? I didn't even notice that when I zoomed out. That's crazy. I don't know what. I can't place stairs properly. I mean, maybe I'm just bad. Who knows? So we want to place all of the glass just like this in between, and that's mostly the front of the gym. We actually have a few more things that we can do to the gym with these particular materials. So I haven't glassed these parts. So we want to fill the lower part, the upper part of the lower window.
Oh. I was gonna build this build on building stuff, but the series doesn't continue anymore, but I don't care if the actual tutorial video on TSMC's video is the video I'm watching how to build a gym. It's an hour and 39 minutes long. I don't care how long it is. I'm building this gym. And I also built the inside of the Chinese takeaway. I'm not going to show you because I'm going to build this gym. Guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to go see my mum real quick. Hey, Mum. guys, I'm back.
Using glass paint, because we doesn't want to be involved. And we want to place flowers in front of these windows. Equally so, you can leave them blank. You could add some lights in the floor. There's a few different things that you can do. Maybe we'll experiment with that a little bit later. So. Else that we want to do though, and this is, we can't really highlight this feature until a little bit later. The first 2 rows of the grid horizontally across the 2 rows of 29 here, this is going to be smooth stone, right? So this is going to be like a pathway. Also, that pathway is going to carry forwards, and it's going to be equal in width to the actual entrance. But the remaining area is going to be used for car parking space. I think that we'll actually tackle that later once we have all the correct materials, but I wanted to dig that out now, hopefully just to give you a bit of context. Actually, we can do this. Where we have the separation between the windows, the light grey.
I wanted to see what my dad got from Bunnings Warehouse. What did you get from Bunnings Warehouse, Dad? Oh my. A long piece of wood. Hey Alfie, are you going to play Minecraft with me?
Extending outwards to where we've already done a trench, and replace that with yellow concrete. And equally so, if you take this corner of the pillar here and dig a similar row, like this.
Good thing I have this feature, where you can pick the block. Oh.
Digging outwards, then this is kind of like where the car parking spaces will be. If you then just systematically destroy all of the remaining grass and then replace it immediately with grey concrete, then this is where cars will be able to park, or whatever it is you're trying to park at the gym. It wouldn't be uncommon for people to ride a bike, and one guy, I don't know how common this is everywhere else, one guy gym that I've been to in the past like to ride a quad bike to the gym, which is an interesting choice, but you know. I guess if you want to park a unicycle in these as well, I guess you could too. But regardless, this is kind of like the layout. We need to add a little bit of hedging to this as well to kind of like proper frame things out. But whilst we have the materials with us, because now we'll be able to get rid of them a little bit later, this is the only, I want to say this is the only instance in which we will need grey concrete and yellow again, that allows us to free ourselves up for some other things. We're definitely going to need some hedging.
You need to just go and chill out. Alfie, are you gonna come play with me?
This as well, and we're also going to need the smooth stone, which actually, you know what, we can grab, because that will those two spots in our inventory will not be occupied anymore. And so the rest of this is hopefully. Now, whilst we are spending a great deal of time at the front of the building, whilst we haven't made the back of the building yet, this is the hardest part, ladies and gentlemen, so the rest of this is hopefully going to come together really, really nicely and quickly. Okay, so let's get rid of the grey concrete, the yellow concrete, and we don't even need the lily of the valley anymore. But jungle leaves, smooth stone, and we'll just leave it at that, is what we need at the moment. So, smooth stone is going to be the path that we just sit in front of the gym. This is going to connect things to either a city street or like a pavement, or perhaps it.
There's two other people talking in this live stream, but they're not talking. Oh.
Just connect to some sort of retail park or something. You don't need this, really, although it would be uncommon not to have some sort of like area to walk around. Like, depending upon where you put this, you might want to alter the path of the pavement. You may not even want car park spaces if you just dump this directly in a city centre. We're going to have leaves on the left and right sides of the gym, so this.
Never mind. Is only one person in here now with me. Oh, okay.
It's going to parallel with the car park spaces, and you can see that has quite a nice frame to it. So again, this is where this would fit nicely. Like it takes up its own.
Whilst I have the feature. Oh, wait a minute. I built the front of the gym. Let's put it there. Put that there.
Well, it's all self-contained, like it doesn't have to be blended in anywhere. This can be placed wherever you like. I'm going to grab the smooth quartz slabs, and we have to have 2 rows of smooth quartz slabs placed. One directly underneath the second story windows, and then another half a row's gap. Below. So you leave a gap like this, and this just creates a nice modern effect. It brings up the down of the build, and I mean, need I say more, it just looks quite nice really. I really like it. Later on, so I don't forget, it wouldn't be uncommon for me to forget, we're going to be placing smooth quartz slabs all the way around the top and outside of the building. So literally all the way around the top like this. This is when I said earlier that the build's actually like half a row higher. That's how it's going to be looking. So very, very happy with how this is progressing, and now that we've done this, we're going to come all the way to the right side of the build, and we're actually going to start building, well, the right side. So the right pillar, we want to take the inward corner of the right pillar, and we want to place 4 smooth quartz extending backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Light grey concrete. 1 smooth quartz, 2 glass pane, smooth quartz. Light grey concrete, 4 smooth quartz, 1, 2, 3, 4. Light grey concrete, 4 quartz, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 light grey concrete. You can extend each of these light grey concretes 1 row forwards, and you can kind of see the effects that we're going to be getting. If we come to the back of the build now, we want to.
Hold on, what's my dad doing? Alright guys, I'm back.
Place, and this is a place that's going to repeat 5 times. So notice that we want to take this inwards corner of the 4, so of course going right, 1, 2, 3, 4, light grey concrete, 4 quartz, 1, 2, 3, 4, light grey concrete, 5 quartz, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's 5 because that's the width of the entrance, light grey concrete, and then 2 more, 1, 2, 3, 4 quartz, light grey, 1, 2, 3, 4 quartz, 2 light grey. And then if you like, once again we can kind of just add all of the light grey concretes extending outwards just like this.
Skis.
And then taking this pillar that we have here, I don't believe that on this side there's absolutely no windows or anything of the like. So basically we'll take this inward corner, 4 quartz, light grey, 4 quartz, light grey, 4 quartz, light grey, and then 4 quartz. We then want to extend all of the light greys, of course, just like this, and it will have us a little bit later if we just extend, and we can go all the way around the build, kind of like anti-clockwise now, and we can extend all of the light grey concrete upwards.
I know I had to destroy the Chinese takeaway roof, but I have to because of the slabs around the build.
So
the gym.
we want to make them all equal in height to the light greys that we have on the front of the build, and they will all kind of just like mix and join together. They'll create all of these.
Ah, I'm thirsty. Hold on guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go and get a drink.
All of this framework for the.
I'm back, guys. Just got a drink. Got some lemonade. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I spilt my lemonade out of my. I spilt my lemonade on my shorts. Never mind. They'll dry off.
Also here, and he'll just make everything look good once everything's framed together. We'll also, something else that will help us in, because we have the light grey concrete, and when we add light blue going horizontally all the way through. good way that we can actually add detail to the build. When you're working with like a limited amount of space, it allows you to, it just kind of like it allows you to focus a little bit more. That's why instead of like doing a side at a time or something like that, like we did with the we're going to frame everything together at the back, and we're going to just kind of like rotate around. There isn't much unique detail between the left, right and back sides. The reason for that is because a lot of the downstairs I don't want windows because it wouldn't make sense. There's a lot of changing rooms and showers and steam rooms, and there's a pool. Like, it wouldn't make sense really to have windows all the way around.
Mum, when I was trying to drink my lemonade, when I was trying to drink my lemonade, look what happened. I spilled all my sugar.
Well, did it go on the floor? I hope not.
No, I didn't see any stains. Oh well, they'll dry anyway. Is that building Bonnie's new cage? Yeah.
That would be a little bit weird, you know, so not very many windows on the lower floor, but there is quite a few on the upper. So, I also want you to, as I mentioned, place a row of light blue concrete that extends all the way through horizontally all of these light grey pillars, so you can see how I'm doing that now. That'll extend from the front all the way around. It doesn't matter which way you do it, you know, starting from the left or starting from the right. We just want to have the exact same thing. So here, and it connects to, it wants to be in the same like level as the quartz that's below it. It doesn't want to be placed outwards. So, I mean, this is quite impressive looking, really. This is what we want to have. I'm actually pretty happy with this. This looks pretty cool. Okay, nice. So now that we have done that, ladies and gentlemen, what are we going to be doing? Let's start on the right side again. Not that it matters really where we are. And basically, on this right side, I'm going to add an extra row of glass pane where we have these two glass panes. And then the entire lower part of the build can be filled in. Yeah, that's right. So, like, I want you to fill underneath the light blue line. Just fill it all in using quartz, because as I mentioned, like this right hand side for instance, this front part with the window, this was a lobby area, that's fine. These back two panels here, these are changing rooms, so you're not going to have windows looking into the changing rooms. A little bit weird, a little bit creepy. So on the back here as well, like some showers are going to be placed along here, along that. Particular, this is a walk-through area. This corner here is a steam room. Again, also not a place that I think you should probably be having any sort of windows. Number one, it'd let the steam out, if anything. It wouldn't be as hot. And if you've ever been in a steam room, I don't know how many of you have, there's plenty of weird old men in there that get pretty angry if you let the steam out. So, I know, that sounds so strange, but it's true. Anyway, done that, we can focus on the upper part of the build. I'm going to come all the way over onto the opposite side, just like this, and on the entire right side, we're literally just going to fill all of this in using all the way up to the top where we have the light grey pillars. We're going to fill it in using quartz. The back is different. So on this right side, I want to say the left too. I'm pretty sure on the right and left we don't have window. let light in too, we're going to have some windows on the top of the build. We need glass block. I completely forgot about that block. We don't have any windows, but on the back of the build, the only part that isn't windows is this left side. So this left side, just fill it in using quartz block, and then I want you to just simply add 2 vertical rows of smooth quartz on the left and right sides of all of the remaining, like where the frames are, and then we will place glass in between them. So we'll do that all along the back. We'll place the pillars ready, the quartz, and then on this left side of the build, we're just going to in using quartz, and then we'll come back to the back when back to back. We'll come back to the back once we've just done this. We'll add all of the honestly, once the windows are in place, there's not that much left to add. We'll do the roof as well, or shall we? I don't know whether to wait to do the roof, but anyway, now that we're kind of at this point, now that the entire left side's filled. Horizontal row of quartz along the top of the windows on the back, just like this. We're going to add glass pane inside of these windows. So the way that I like to do it, this is a little bit tricky because this is more than just like a double wide gap. I like to just go like all one way and like the way that I like, we're going to add a horizontal row of quartz along the top of the windows on the back, just like this. We're going to add a glass pane in the side of these windows. So the way that I like to do it, this is a little bit tricky because this is more than just like a double wide gap. I like to just go like all one way and like shuffle across like this, and then fake. This way, and then shuffle it across equally in the opposite direction until all of this has been filled in with that. Yeah, that's perfect. Nice. Then we're going to use smooth quartz stairs, upside down ones, and we're going to place these upside down at the top of the build, so all the way around pretty much. We'll then be placing smooth quartz slabs all the way around the top of the top. And then we'll be placing some hedge in between the bottoms. So just like this, we'll place all of the stairs. We're going to be putting the crown on the something, the turkey. We're going to be putting the crown on the turkey all the way around. That's not an actual phrase, all the way around, the cherry on top, whatever, all the way around on top of the gym. And then we're going to, oh, we also have another thing to do, but we're going to have the jungle leaves first of all, just all the way around the bottom of the gym, in between all of these light grey concrete gaps, just like this. Here we go, just in between all of these here. moving forward. Then we want the same 2 parallel rows of quartz slabs as well. So we're going to place these here. Here, and here. You guys know where to place them, right? It's at the top of the, like, you want to cover the top half of the light blue concrete blocks, and then you leave half a row's gap down, and then you just place another row. I don't know why, it reminds me of toothpaste. Can anyone tell me why that might be? Because I'm not exactly sure. So, for some reason, I don't know, like the blue and the size of just reminds me of toothpaste.
Now we can place the leaves around our gym. Since we've done the side, I do believe, yep.
I don't know whether it's like a particular design of a box or something. I don't know, but the point is it reminds me of the dentist, and I don't like it. So I do like the design, but I don't like being reminded of the dentist. So now that we have done this,
Hold on, I want to add something. I know this might look a little bit weird, but to quickly just add a little no. Okay, you can't place slab on slab.
We've done a really good job. I think that for now we're going to leave the roof open because it will let in loads of natural light. We don't need it until later on anyway, so we're going to leave the roof open for now. But something that I don't want to leave open is the fact that we have two more parts to the outside of the build. Okay, so what do we need to do? We need to add a little.
I've got to add something here in front of the gym. The good thing is I got the feature where you get to pick the blocks. Let's just destroy all of the grass here.
What do you call this? A planter, grass block, oak trapdoors, peonies, or any two long.
I know I'm keep leaving, but I wanna to see what's going on in my living room. Alright guys, I'm back.
My plan. Blue will need white banners, red dye, white dye. Okay, so on the left and right sides of the entrance here, I'm going to place a grass plot. Oak trapdoors surrounding said grass plot wherever possible. Not like that. Glass grip onto trapdoors now? Is it always done that? Huh. So it does. I did not know that. That's got to be new, right? I've never noticed that before unless maybe I'm losing my mind. Anyway, we want to then add peonies on top of here. I'm pretty happy with that. And then the dreaded sign. Luckily, it's only 3 letters, but it's quite complicated letters to me. They are quite complicated, I should say. So I'm going to throw the loom down, crack it open, get rid of all these. Banner, red dye, white dye. So, first of all, first banner, chuck that in there. Some red. We need a vertical row of red on the right side of the banner. We grab that, pick out the red dye, put the white dye in. Grab that banner, put it in, get rid of the white dye, chuck the red dye back in, horizontal row of red across the bottom. Look left side, across the top, boom, we've got a G. Or gym, or dye. So, grab the white dye, white banner I should say, put that in there with the red dye, and we're looking for the top left corner to bottom right corner pattern. Grab that, put that in, get rid of the red, put the white in there, make the lower half of the banner white. Grab that, shove that in there, get rid of the red, get rid of the white, put the red back in there, and then place the top left corner to bottom left corner. I'm sure that's got a name. What is it? Red Bend Sinister? Anyway, whatever. That's the white. We're going to put the white banner back in there with the red, we're going to do the top triangle, which is what I call this, kind of like this. Kind of looks like Dracula's tooth, so sometimes call it that as well. So we're going to grab that, put that back in, get rid of the red, get the white back out. We want to place the top row of teeth across the top of the banner. Grab that, shoot the white back out, put the red in. Vertical row of red on the right side, vertical row of red on the left side, and boom, we have Mugawai. But if we place these in the correct order, starting from here where we have the row of light blue, we want to one row in from the left. G, Y,
M, G, M. MG and Metro Golden Mayor. No, seriously. G, Y, M, Jim. There we have it.
There we have the game. Absolutely perfect. And this is how the outside looks, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't really change at all from here, unless you want to add some cars or bikes or unicycles or quad bikes, for that matter. You know, this is how the outside looks. So, hopefully, we're all happy with that. I'm going to get rid of all of the banner equipment. I hopefully won't need it ever again. And now we can move on to the inside. So there's some boring stuff with the inside first that we've got to do. We will need chiseled quartz block. That's not chiseled. We'll need chiseled quartz block, red concrete. One moment, please. Let me just adjust. Okay. We need light grey concrete as well. Glass pane. I think that we will need some smooth quartz, probably. Also, oak door, oak trapdoor. Let's just leave it at that for now. We will need more stuff, but you know, maybe some lanterns as well, but we'll leave it at that for now. So, first things first, the entrance. The three middle rows of the entrance, these are all going to be red concrete. So you can just fill these in, and then I'm going to have a little bit of chiseled quartz on the left and right side. It's kind of just frames like, walk this way and not into the glass on the left or right. So, once inside here, we want to, there's a pool here on the left, but there's also a lobby, so we want to create a separation between the two. We're going to grab glass pane, and where we have this light grey concrete here, we're going to place 4 glass pane extending backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, light grey. 4 glass pane. 1, 2, 3, 4, light grey concrete. Then we're going to extend the light grey concrete towards the right by 1. Then, new material, smooth quartz stairs. We want to place 3 quartz stairs.
Good thing is, ha!
1, 2, 3, extending right. 2 light grey, concrete towards the right by 1. Then, new material, smooth quartz stairs. We want to place 3 quartz stairs. 1, 2, 3, extending right. 2 light grey. 1, 2.
The new you awaits. The fashionable. Shut up and take my money.
Get rid of the smooth quartz stairs. We need light blue concrete.
Ha!
Completely forgot about this. We then want to place 2 light blue. 1, 2. Light grey concrete. Then we want to leave a space for a door, but I'm actually going to destroy the floor, place a chiseled quartz block in there, and then on the opposite side of this, 1, 2, 3, 4 light grey concrete, and then on the right side here, I'm going to destroy the floor again and place a chiseled quartz block. So this might look a little bit strange, but this is actually perfect. It might. Do you know what might help us? Is actually adding the second floor of the building. So we might as well have done the roof, honestly, because we're going to be boxing ourselves in. The second floor of the build is where the light blue concrete is. I've designed it so when you can make this any colour, but I would recommend it being one colour. Whatever colour you want the floor to be, the second floor, make sure that it's just one colour. Otherwise, honestly, it looks a little bit weird and patchy and stuff. So I'm making it light grey concrete. I'm making the entire second floor, and doing this will help us to make all of the rooms. We probably should have done this first, honestly, but it's not really a massive impact that we have. So we can place. Okay, this is taking for. I've already talked about everything that I need to talk about for this particular part, and now I've got to somehow rattle and drone on for another minute or so. But this is the entire second floor. This is where the entire gym area is. So all of the gym equipment, minus the ball, minus the steam room, sauna, whatever you want to get. It's more of a sauna, really. But then there is steam in it. You know what? That's a good point. You'll have to classify what the sauna/steam room is to you, but you could even change it. I've been a few different times. I mean, they all look a little bit different, steam rooms and saunas. So anyway, now that we're in here, I'm going to add a couple of lanterns as well to like here, just like where the light grey concrete separations are in these pillars. I'm just adding some lanterns just to keep things a little bit brighter. I'm going to do the same along the back as well, so to like here, just like where the light grey concrete separations are in these pillars. I'm just adding some lanterns just to keep things a little bit bright. So anyway, now that we're in here, I'm going to add a couple of lanterns as well, so to like here, just like where the light grey concrete separations are in these pillars. I'm just adding some lanterns just to keep things a little bit brighter. I'm going to do the same along the back as well, so like here, here, and here. A couple of those will have to be destroyed, but now we can actually see what we're working with. So now, hopefully this makes a little bit more sense, right? So we can extend these light grey concretes up to the ceiling, because now we actually have a ceiling. We can even add a lantern here if we wanted to as well. The same by the way, we can also destroy in the ground where we have the glass panes, and we can replace those with light grey concrete. And then on top of those glass panes as well, we can fill the frames in too, so like just like this. So that's perfect. So, and this is a very similar layout to a gym that I used to. I've been to a few different gyms, but this is a similar sort of layout. So the pool is going to be behind this glass. This is a lobby. Changing room number 1, changing room number 2. Perfect. Might even, these two middle light greys, I think I'll actually replace them to light blue. I actually prefer that. All of these light greys can actually extend up to the ceiling. So again, these are where the changing rooms are going to be. And then I suppose that the light blues can as well in between. So just like this, here, 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 and here. Yes, so also I think that we actually want to add an additional panel. So where we have inside here, the pool actually is a little bit bigger. So where we have this pillar of light grey, if you add 1, 2, 3, 4 more glass with a light grey on the end, and then extend these up. This is basically just the area behind the stairs, but inside this area, this is where the pool is going to be. And once again, I'm just going to light things up. These might be changed into different things. As a matter of fact, I know at least one of these which will be going, but this is kind of like the pool area. And once again, I'm just going to light things up. These might be changed into different things. As a matter of fact, I know at least one of these which will be going, but this is kind of like the pool area, and then we can add some light concrete here. We can destroy that. Perfect. Let's make some of the rooms. I'll have to skip ahead a little bit, like since we're in the pool area. One moment, please. So, okay, perfect. So the light grey colour that we just made, if you extend it across the bottom, if you place 1, 2, 3 light grey, extend upwards like this, and then if you leave a gap in the ground, or better yet, place a smooth block along the top, light grey concrete on the end, join it down to the ground, fill this wall in here, extending upwards using quartz block like this. There's going to be a door here to the left, so if you just leave a gap of 1 and then have a vertical row of light grey concrete to the left, smooth quartz at the top. So this is the entrance slash exit, leave a gap of 1, and then have a vertical row of light grey concrete to the left. Smooth quartz at the top. So this is the entrance slash exit to and fro the pool and the changing rooms. This is where the steam room shall be, so this lantern can go. I'll actually add one though inside. Then I'll fill this wall in using smooth quartz block. So this now gives us an area for the pool. And what do I want underneath these windows? Light grey or quartz? Vote now in the comment section. If only that worked. If only you could like vote and it somehow changed the outcome. Kind of like one of those books where it's like turn to page 76 if you want the snake to eat the tiger. Anyway, we can't do that. So I reckon I'm going to use light grey just to make it stand out a little bit more. So we're going to dig 2 entire rows around the edge of the room. This is going to be the walking area around the pool. Unfortunately, the entire room is a pool, but I have fantasized about that recently. I thought about what if I had like a room in my house. I wish number one, I wish my house was big enough to do this. What if I could literally just like open a door?
Sorry about that, guys, if you're hearing that noise. It's just my dad drilling. He's building something. Might irritate you, but...
And there's just a pool there and I could jump in. That'd be awesome. Anyway, the 2 rows all the way around the edge of the room are going to be occupied by chisel forms, so that we can actually, walk around instead of having to swim everywhere. That sounds pretty awesome. So I'm going to, there we go, perfect. So 2 entire rows. The middle of this is going to be the pool itself. So it's a relatively small pool, but if you've ever been to a gym pool, I think typically that's it anyway. So we're going to dig all of this out. And we're going to dig a row down as well. So dig all this out, and then a row down. We do have on us the materials that we need to finish the pool too, so we'll get them, at least some of them. I think that we might be missing water, which honestly is quite a key component to a pool. I don't really put the pool down the water. Place lanterns here as well. That's only just occurred to me. We can... Actually, I don't like the light grey at the bottom, so I reckon I'm just going to dig those out and place quartz here. On us the materials that we need to finish the pool too, so we'll pick up at least some of them. I think that we might be missing water, which honestly is quite a key component to a pool. I don't really put the pool without any water. Place lanterns here as well. That's only just occurred to me. We can... Actually, I don't like the light grey at the bottom, so I reckon I'm just going to dig those out and place quartz here instead. Pretty happy with that. I think that looks pretty good. The bottom of the pool, let's just get rid of everything and then grab stuff as we need it. So, number 1, orange glazed terracotta, sea lanterns, warped fence gate. Yeah, remember that one, the walls at the smooth quartz stairs. So, I'm going to place orange glazed terracotta for the bottom of the pool. Why? Because it contrasts, that's pretty much the only reason. The middle of the pool, which I've just filled in carelessly, is going to have some lights in it, so I'm going to leave a gap of 2 from the middle of the end here, and then I'm going to destroy a gap of 2, place it. In there, gap of 2, destroy 2 sea lanterns, just like that. I'm going to have some stairs to get out of the pool on this side. I mean, you could even have one on the other side too if you wanted. And I'm going to place on top of those blocks fence gate. You can use any, but the warped fence gate seemed to me to fit very nicely with the Nemo glazed terracotta. So all you would need in here is water. I dare you to dive in there without it. It's not a good idea. So now that we've done that, I'll tell you what we do have. We have paintings, but not water. Okay, so we have paintings, and I like the idea of suspending them. You may have noticed a sudden cut there. I just had to have a sneeze break. It was delightful. Not really. Anyway, so the reason that we have the paintings and the sea lanterns basically just to make sure that we get some nice 2x1s. I'm going to have them plastered all over this far wall. I like that one. I don't like this one. No. I like that one. And we're kind of running out of paintings. I might even take... Yeah, okay, you know what? I sort of like this combination. Because they're all of not a completely dissimilar colour palette. And, yeah, they feel sort of calming. So I'm going, except for the creep is not calming. But you guys get the idea. I quite like that. In here later on, we might add some potted plants. We might make it look a little bit fancier. But other than that, that is the pool area done. We'll be coming back to this area a bit later as well. But now, I want to tackle the changing rooms. So, for the changing rooms have a completely... Where is the place for the changing rooms? I'm sure that they're here somewhere. Aha! Okay, so for the changing rooms, what do we need? We actually don't have all the materials we need, but we do have all the materials to make the frames of the changing rooms. Light grey concrete. We need some light blue. Probably smooth quartz block. Probably smooth quartz stairs, smooth quartz slabs, and some... Oh, chiseled quartz, definitely. Oak doors, lantern... some light, and we'll just leave it at that for now. Okay, changing room numero uno starts here. So you see where we have this set of 3 stairs here? There's a gap on the left and a gap on the right. So this area, this is literally like where things start. So we're going to place a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 light grey concrete extending backwards. Along the back, we're going to place a row of 1, 2, 3 light grey concrete, extend up to the ceiling, light blue concrete across the top, or maybe even smooth quartz, grey concrete, extend down, and then this is pretty much like the edge of the room. So like this light grey concrete then can get extended backwards, and then we want to take the corner here that we've like extended down to the ground, and we want to extend it 1, 2, 3 to the right, up to the ceiling, smooth quartz on the right, and that's actually pretty much perfect. The reason being is we can extend this corner of the room upwards, and then we can place a light blue concrete as well. So the walls have kind of like a bit of a frame to them with the light blue and the light grey, just like this. And yeah, that's looking pretty good. And then obviously we don't want to connect these 2 changing rooms. We'll have them gendered, just like this. Perfect. And we're going to place smooth quartz blocks here at the top. Already have one here, already have one here. That's perfect. The rest of the floor, BT dubs, can be destroyed and replaced using chiseled quartz. That should be fine, yeah, definitely. So all the way behind here, this can all be destroyed and we can replace it with chiseled quartz. It just seems like the right sort of material. Like, it's sort of fancy looking, but not that fancy. I don't know, I quite like it. I like the fact that it's light and bright, and the fact that it's got a bit of a pattern to it. So that's why I like. like it a lot for floors and for ceilings. I use it a lot everywhere at the moment. I used to like oak planks because they're so warm, and there's something about them I really do like. But smooth quartz I think is nice for here. We want to seal up this back wall, by the way. We'll probably just do it with smooth quartz blocks, just like this. That's perfect. We want to make some shower cubicles as well. So basically from this wall here, if you just leave a gap of 1 light grey concrete, 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 just like this, extend the light grey concrete up to the ceiling, and then 1 row forwards. These are just some shower cubicles. Like, I mean, you guys have been to the swimming baths, right? I mean, basically that exact same way. You go in the pool, you wash off all the chemicals, you wash yourself with chemicals as well, oddly enough, and then you go to the changing rooms and then probably exit the gym. Unless maybe you want to hang around for a coffee or something in the lobby. I mean, that's what it's there for. Anyway, we're going to destroy the... I mean, you guys have been to the swimming baths, right? I mean, basically that exact same way. You go in the pool, you wash off all the chemicals, you wash yourself with chemicals as well, oddly enough, and then you go to the changing rooms and then probably exit the gym. Unless maybe you want to hang around for a coffee or something in the lobby. I mean, that's what it's there for. Anyway, we're going to destroy the floors to the changing rooms, and we are going to place some chiseled quartz instead. Once again, it seems like the right material. Feel free to change it up. You might find that, I mean, in my head now, I am thinking like, oh, planks also works well for the floor of the changing room, but again, it doesn't matter at all, really. I mean, it's completely up to you. So there we go. We floored both of the changing rooms. Now they're both laid out in the exact same way, so you know.
I'll be right back, guys.
To place against the left wall, two upside down stairs on the left. Now they're both laid out in the exact same way, so you know what we do to the other. We're going to place against the left wall, two upside down stairs on the left side, light grey concrete in between. Leave half a gap of above, and then smooth stairs just like this. With a sleeping lantern on top. In this changing room here, again, same sort of stairs on the left and right side, light grey concrete in between. We're going to create a shelf and we're going to chuck a lantern on top. We're going to put like a little bench. This is going to be pretty much in the direct middle of the room, and it's not going to cover up the room. You'll still be able to walk all the way around the outside bit. That's here, and we want to have the same thing here as well. So that's perfect, very happy with that. You can put some doors on as well, so like these do. Well, I was going to say the doors signify a door, which sounds like such a stupid thing to say. The doors are doors, so we'll leave that. We don't really need any other door except for the inside of the spa. Yeah, let's just call it a spa, who cares? So, the spa room, but that's a different kind of door. So, now that we've done that, kind of like laid out the changing rooms and such, oh, underneath these windows, I'm going to dig these out to replace them with some light grey. We have to.
First, they're sour.
You have the answer?
1776?
You got it.
And then they're sweet. Sour Patch Kids. Sour, sweet, gone.
To refloor the lobby area because we are here. Now, I do want to see, look, yeah, perfect. The entire lobby is going to be made out of red concrete. I wanted the lobby to feel warmer. I didn't want it to be just quartz, you know, some sort of grey, or I wanted to add a nice colour. Might even be better for this job in concrete, but really. It would almost certainly be a better material. So it is up to you if you want to change it. The only thing for me is I've already done this in the area of red concrete. It's so easy to change, but I'm not changing it. I'm not. It's like this smooth texture of the concrete. I really do enjoy it. It's such a small point. I don't know if I get caught up on these tiny little things, but yeah, the entire lobby red. Feel free to make another colour. Green's also a nice welcoming colour. Brown as well. But I'm not a massive fan of like brown carpet furniture and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, but blue is also welcoming, but we've got a lot of blue anyway, so, you know, it's up to you. It's nice contrasting. Once again, you know what, I'm starting to realise that these are the Colgate colours. I think that's why, like, red, white, and blue's kind of like the Union Jack and the American flag. What's the colours of Colgate? How patriotic. So, the next thing that we're going to do in here is, once I zoom in on this properly. Okay, perfect. So, we're going to be making kind of like the counter space area and stuff. So we can actually get rid of the red concrete and we can grab oak trap doors. Next to this window, where we have the light grey, we can extend the light grey bottom forwards 1, 2, 3. Old oak trap doors on the extending from the top, light grey concrete. Extend here and join to the front of the build. Two upside down quartz stairs, extending backwards or forwards towards the front of the build. On the ceiling, two quartz stairs kind of like this, so they're kind of like opposites of each other. Then we're going to add another, like maybe swap that lantern here for a lantern here, you'll see why in a bit. I'm going to add a cash register for people that want to, you know, buy food. So, little cash register. Can't really do too much, honestly, we've kind of, unless we do add some art, which we absolutely can do, we can add some paintings and stuff. To the lobby, so maybe like here and here. Once we add art, so here would be good. I mean, I'm reusing the same sort of painting. I'll take whichever. I knew that ugly one would come on. And then, what is that even supposed to be? Can anyone tell me? I always see like a pig face over here on the right, like that's the eye, and then I don't even know what the rest of this. I don't know what that's meant to be. I know they're all meant to be like parodies or recreations of like famous paintings, but. So like here right in the middle of the room, maybe like here as well, that'll be just fine. There's going to be a load of seams in here. going to be a load of seats in here, so you can feel free to place those out if you like. So like where we have this light grey concrete here, you leave a gap of 1 quartz, gap of 1 quartz, gap of 1 quartz. You could even have another if you wanted, I'm not. And then on the opposite side, if you leave a gap of 1 more, place some tables. Stairs, just like this, and 1 quartz, gap of 1 quartz. You could even have another if you wanted, I'm not. And then on the opposite side, if you leave a gap of 1 more, place some tables, and then we can have like a load of stairs, just like this, and then we can like decorate however we want to a little bit later. I'm just having a look around. I know that both of these are equal. This is all ready to install these showers. Sound like a plumber. We're ready to put the pool in, the steam room. That's perfect. We've done a really good job so far. Very, very happy. It's just a load of little details down here. I do want to break into the second. Maybe we'll add another. Okay, maybe we'll add a row of light grey concrete here against the opposite wall, against this wall, and then we can add stairs in, and we can kind of like dig our way up onto the second story. We're not going to be doing much up here, but we want to place a set of stairs that leads us up into the gym. And behind the top set of stairs, I'm going to play a set of 3 stairs extending across like this, and then up inside the gym, just so that we don't accidentally fall down these stairs. That would be disastrous. We will just add, there we go, just a row of glass kind of like around the top, and you can kind of see how this is all going to be laid out. And I'm in a right mind now just to kind of like do the ceiling whilst we are in here, because it's all light grey concrete and glass. So, unfortunately, somebody who sharpened their nails is quite forgetful. We need regular glass block unless you want a very, very dark gym. You might like that. So, I want you to add a row of glass that starts from the corner of this window, because if you're above and looking towards the other side, the corner of this window, leading all the way to the corner of this window. Right? We want to have 4 rows of this, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, just like this. Here, here, and here. On the front of the build, we want the same thing. So from the corner of this window to the corner of this window, we want the same row of glass. You can check that it's correct by using this. We then want to add 3 more rows of glass in front of this, just like so, because there wants to be 4 in total. Then I'm going to add a row of light grey concrete in front of these 2 large areas of glass. Perfect. And we want to have a rectangular area of... Okay, so basically, we want to say the middle of the width of the middle of these 3 windows here. And we want to have a rectangle of glass that kind of connects the 2 together. Like this kind of reminds me of like an hourglass or the letter I, or kind of like a, Star Wars. I'm blanking on what it's called at the moment, but I should know. And this is what we want to have right now. This is exactly the look that we're going for. You may have noticed another weird cut there, ladies and gentlemen. I thought someone was at the door. Spoiler alert, they weren't. So, once we have created this area with the glass, all that is left for us to do is to fill the rest of this area in using light grey concrete. So, again, feel free to change the colour of the ceiling and the glass, or I suppose it's a roof, but it's kind of roof and be a ceiling at the same time. Who even knows? This all just wants to be filled in with a material of choice. Light blue would also look nice as well. Light blue, but for some reason, I don't know why, light grey just seems to be the way to go for me. I am starting to wonder if light blue would have looked good too, or whether that would be weird. I don't know, I don't really see like the roofs of places being light blue. Like I can't imagine like the ceiling being too blue. It'd almost take attention away from everything going on. But I don't know, anyway, regardless, this is what the top of the Cubicles look like. Looking very modern, very fancy. So now that we have done that, the entire outside of the gym is complete. The layout downstairs is pretty much complete. Now, I dare say that all we have to do is add all of the details to the downstairs part, and then we've got a lot to do upstairs. So, I'm going to grab a whole set of new materials, some that you've seen, some that you haven't, and then we will get to work. Okay, I have carefully selected everything that we are going to need to finish the lower level of the gym. So, I'm going to start with flower pots and ice cream. Detector red. Ways and pressure plates as you let white glazed terracotta and oak sides, and of course stuff as well. Feel free to pause the video if you'd like to gather it all right now. Okay, so step one, we are going to come towards the counter space. I'm going to stick a couple of flower pots just along with the brewing stand. You guys can probably imagine why we're placing those. Item frames all the way along the top here, and then if you like, you can kind of like decorate the desk area with a couple more flower pots. I'm going to place a weighted pressure plate next to the till because I always do. Then we're going to place a couple of furnaces along the back wall with detector rounds on them. So, drinks, food, what more could you possibly need? Me, nothing else. So, now that we've done that, oh, and if you want, you know, stick a flower if you like. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to decide whether or not we would like some potted plants. Good areas for potted plants include next to the changing rooms, and maybe even over here, or perhaps the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to decide whether or not we would like some potted plants. Good areas for potted plants include next to the changing rooms, and maybe even over here, or perhaps over here, if you wanted to add them. They start off with any glazed terracotta of choice, and then the way that I like to make them, you know what, I'm just going to have to cycle through materials, grab them, and then grab them and stuff. And the way that I would make them is with oak fence and leaves. You can do this in multiple different ways, of course, but works very well. There's a million different ways, you know, feel free to do what you like. So, tables. We've got a few tables in here. If we grab scaffolding and flower pots, then we can add some tables. They could be drinks, it doesn't really matter, it's all subjective. What else do we need to do down here? We have to add stuff to these item frames over here. So I've only got cooked chicken on me because, you know, I mean, I guess it's chicken, rice and broccoli. Chicken, broccoli and rice. But you know, feel free to stick anything in these item frames. It's just exhibiting what might order from you know, the food area here. We're going to grab some signs, and you can mark out the changing rooms if you like. So,
alright, guys, I'm gonna go for my dinner now. See ya, guys.